Why, look at that. I'm alive. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the BanjerDan's show number 19. I don't know if it's OCD or what, but I've always got to check on the one screen to make sure that the other is working. And then I'll be able to see your responses, assuming that some of you are watching. This screen back here tells me if some of you are watching. It looks like 3 people already. Hello. Hello, everybody. Give me 1 more minute. There we go. This should be exciting. I hope I can see your comments down here. Uh-oh. Got to be careful what I touch, don't I? On the darn phone. Hey, Joe. Come on now. Oh my gosh, I don't believe this. Sorry, friends. I have to pick up this phone so I can touch the darn little X there. Oh, I messed this up good, didn't I, somehow? My friends, I apologize for this. There's the command that finally works. All right, I'm back. I apologize for all that mess, but I'm here now. I've got the banter in hand. I'm just about ready to go. Wow, Banjos Rock! Thank all y'all, friends and neighbors. Thanks for being here for the BanjerDan's show number 19. I've upgraded my equipment. Look, I even printed out a poster that has my online information if you need to donate to the BanjerDan's cause, and I sure hope you do. I'll display that later on. I've ordered a recording package, and I'm going to get me a camera, and I'm going to start doing these videos for real, actual songs, and get a green screen and be able to put content and all that. I am going to be a creator, folks, and you will be able to follow me on Patreon. Soon I won't be posting these so much to the Facebook or the YouTube because I'm going to move to private platforms. So there you go. I said, wow, Banjos Rock. I played a little Scruggs-ish melody if I didn't play Earl Scruggs, an actual Scruggs tune, but I always pay respects that way. I've been going through my song list alphabetically, but given the events of the last few days, I feel motivated to play some different stuff. This land is your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, I've followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was singing. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As the dawn was breaking and I was walking, with the wheat fields raving and the dust clouds rolling, as the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting, this land was made for you and me. Let's all sing together, shall we? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Let's remember that spirit of Woody Guthrie, who was both an amazing patriot and a vocal critic of the United States. That's how it works, friends. You lift your voice with passion. You use what tools are available. And you avoid the thugs. In fact, if you see them in your midst, you try to seize them and give them to the authorities, because they don't represent us, do they? There's a cold wind blowing in this country. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. And icy breezes touched my face and chilled my heart. For no one's there when I reach out my hand. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. People turn their heads and frown as I go by. The hatred in their eyes I cannot understand. Please tell me what my sin to take this weary road, where no man meets my eye or takes my hand. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. There's a cold wind blowing in this country. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. And icy breezes touched my face and chilled my heart, for no one's there when I reach out my hand. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. I only know that brother must help brother on, and each man's heavy burdens all must share. For in the end we all will rest as dust and clay. What matters then? The colors that we wear, and the chilly wind will never touch us there. There's a cold wind blowing in this country. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. And icy breezes touched my face and chilled my heart, for no one's there when I reach out my hand. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. There's a cold wind blowing in this land. There's a song by John Duffy called There's a Cold Wind A-Blowin'. I'm going to see if I can check for messages there. No, I cannot. I can see that people are watching and commenting, friends, but I can't exactly see what you're saying to me because I don't know why. I'm going to clear up all of these issues with the technology, I promise. Let me just check one thing here. Oh, no. Okay, well, you know what, my friends? The comments appear down below the screen that I'm playing to. Last week I used my laptop and I was able to see the messages on my cell phone. And when I looked at the video, it was just terrible. So my iPad doesn't work. I've ordered a new recording package. I'm getting a camera. I promise these issues will be resolved. So let me continue. What am I thinking of? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Gone to young girls, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone to young men, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young men gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young men gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young men gone? Now they're They're soldiers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing. Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time ago. Where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? A song by Pete Seeger. All we bluegrass players love Earl Scruggs and J.D. Crowe and Bela Fleck and all the great banjo technicians, but it behooves us to remember that one of the greatest banjo players of the 20th century, possibly the greatest, if we're honest about impact on culture, was Pete Seeger. I'm proud to have gotten one postcard from him, one of his famous postcards, and to have seen him live and in action one time. But actually, a Pete Seeger record was one of the first ones that we actually had when I was a little child. It had Abby Yo-Yo on it, and it had here's to Cheshire, here's to cheese, here's to the pears and the apple trees, and here's to the lovely strawberries. Ding dang dong go the wedding bells. Of course, I can't sing in Pete Seeger's register. I can't sing in anyone's register. I have an idea, though. Give me 5 seconds. It occurs to me 15 minutes into my show that I might be able to see your comments if I use my laptop like this. So give me a second. As I'd like to say, my friends, maybe you've heard me say it before. There is a Zen aphorism that's very appropriate. It says that everything contains its own opposite. Think about that. Within everything is its own opposite. So it's kind of like there cannot be good without evil. You know, that kind of philosophy. So think about it. Everything contains its own opposite. And in that regard, in that context, a BanjerDan's show is the most professional thing you've ever seen in your life, right? So I think I can go to my homepage here. And I can see that I'm live, and I can see the comments. Yes, I can. All right, Carolyn Birch, Brian Lambeck, Debbie Annan, David Whitaker. Thank you, David. And other people are watching. Good. If you make a comment, I can tell that you're here, all right? Now, if you make a comment, I can tell that you're here. Thank you, friends. All right, back to work, banjo player. If you want to request a song, of course, I can play one for you now. Peace, everybody. Peace. Peace. You better remember this song. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. I could go on, but it's starting to touch me, so I think I need to get my mind off the unrest, the injustice. Do some picking, do some grinning. Remind the world that life is good. We're breathing. As long as we're alive, we have the opportunity to reach out to our fellow human beings, our friends and neighbors, and even the animals and the trees and the birds around us, because they're alive too. And genetics shows that we all share common ancestry. So remember that every living thing, including the people that you think are wrong, for whatever reason you think they're wrong, are alive as well, and have some compassion for them. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. And I want to just be sure where I am on. This is the instrumental list. And I got a ways to go before I come into anything that I actually play. Checking for comments for a second. Hello, everybody. All right, back to work. Next on the list is a song I learned from the Jackstraws. I got all the way to Hotel California, or even How Mountain Girls Can Love. How Much Is That Doggy in the Window was the last song I played last week. So today, thanks to the Jackstraws. Children, I have a question for you. We're going to make some animal noises, okay, all together, children. So if I was to say a duck goes, you would say, let me hear you, friends, quack, 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 quack. And if I was to say puppy dog goes, you would say, woof, 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 right? And if I was to say a kitty cat goes, you would say, what would you say? Meow. Where's Honey when I need her? She's in the back room. So friends, I want you to listen carefully, and I want you to make these animal noises with me. And listen carefully because it gets harder and harder. You are a human animal. You are a very special breed. For you are the only animal who can think and reason and read. Now a duck goes quack, 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 and a dog goes woof, woof, and a kitty cat goes, and the cow goes. That's right, but the only human animal is you. You. Give yourselves a hand, children. You were wonderful. Woo, that was great. On the other hand, I did tell you 3 of those 4 animals before I even started, didn't I? And those were all really easy animals, weren't they? Yes, they were. All right, children, then get ready. We're going to go up to level B. Get ready. It gets harder. You are a human animal. You are a very special breed. For you are the only animal who can think and reason and read. Now a lion goes, roar! And a tiger goes, roar! And a bear goes, roar! And a cheerleader goes, rah, 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 rah. You get it? She's a party animal. But the only human animal is you. Yeah. All right, everybody, roll your eyes and say, those are all the same, BanjerDan. Everybody say, that wasn't very hard. Everybody say, we can do better than that. Can you really? Are you sure? All right, folks, then let's put on our thinking caps. Because we're going up to level C. And by the way, with anthropogenic global warming, where you live right now, very soon could be sea level. You are a human animal. You are a very special breed. For you are the only animal who can think and reason and read. Now a shrimp goes. How does a shrimp go? A shrimp goes on the Barbie with some garlic and butter sauce. Dinner at your house. And the fish goes. Or to do that fish lips with the banjo. And the deer goes through the windshield. No, wait. That's a terrible joke. You know how a deer goes? A deer goes, go, a deer, a female deer. Love that joke. And a giraffe goes. That's right, children. A giraffe makes no noise at all. But the only human animal is you. That's right. I said the only human animal is you animal. You are a human animal, my friends, my neighbors, my cats, my dogs, whatever you might be. I'm going to check for more comments. Woof, woof, woof. Hello, Mary. Making all the noises for me. Thank you. All right. Back to work. Next on the alphabetical list is, oh my gosh, I am the Walrus. I wonder if I can remember all the words to this one. Oh my gosh. You see, this is what I get for not preparing, not looking at the list ahead. But this is one of those ones that really fascinated me. And people would ask for it as a joke, so I decided to learn it. Just like Helter Skelter, I learned because people thought it was a great joke to ask for. So here we go. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. I'm crying, sitting on a cornflake, waiting for the band to come. Grab a locker, fish wife, corporation t-shirt, man, you've been a naughty boy, you let your face grow long. I am the Eggman, they are the Eggman, I am the Walrus. Textbook smoking jokers, don't you think the Joker laughs at you? See how they run like pigs from the gun, see how they snag. I'm crying. I'm crying. Yellow mountain custard, sugar from a dead dog's eye. Pornographic face, this stupid bloody toothed man. You've been a naughty girl, you let your knickers down. I am the Eggman, woo, they are the Eggman, woo, I am the Walrus. Look at you, look at you. Sitting in an English garden, waiting for the sun. If the sun don't come, you get a tan from standing in the English rain. I am the Eggman, they are the Eggman, I am the Walrus. Look at you. Semolina pilchards, climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Elementary penguins singing Hare Krishna, man, you should have seen him kicking Edgar Allan Poe. I am the Eggman, woo, they are the Eggman, woo, I am the Walrus. Buried pole. All right, there you go, friends. I always say if you're going to play the rock and roll, you got to play it full out. You must pull out all the stops. It's the only way. So now I've got a friend watching. How do I put this delicately? To whom I used to be married. And we have, after a rough patch, obviously, for 10 or 15 years, we have become friends. So I'm glad about that because I don't like to carry hatred in my heart. It hurts. And I see no need to forgive a certain lying, backstabbing snake in the grass. But as far as my ex, I realized a long time ago, you have to own your 50%, you own 100% of your 50% of whatever went wrong in any relationship. So to cast the blame on any other person 100% is wrong. I came to the same conclusion about the Wayward Drifters, by the way, for any of you who might be listening. it would be easy for me to say the fish rots from the head down and that band fell apart all because of the lead singer. But the truth is that all three of us, the lead singer, the strung out bass player, and the hippie banjo player, each of us contributed equally to why ultimately the Wayward Drifters went our separate ways. Okay? So with that in mind, my friend Mary, MJ Jalot, wrote this absolutely charming children's song, and I really love doing it, and the kids love it too. Children, this song, what do I like to say about it? The theme is be careful what you wish for, because you might get more than you bargained for. And the chorus of this song is so easy. It has one word, and then you get to make some noises like in the animal song. So let me teach you the chorus. It's really simple. It goes like this. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Everyone sing that with me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I asked my mom and dad if I could get a pretty kitty cat to be my pet. They said okay, and pretty soon I had a tiger living in my room. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Roar! La 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 la. Ah! La 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 la. I asked my mommy, please, if I could eat one single chocolate cookie for a treat. She said okay, and then I found a chocolate cookie weighing 7 pounds. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Burp. La 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 la. Excuse me. La 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 la. I asked my daddy, may I go outside and take my shiny bike out for a ride? He said okay. I took a plane and then I rode my bike around in Spain. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ring ring. La 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 la. Buenos dias. La 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 la. Now mom and dad are going out to dinner. They said you better obey the babysitter. I said okay, and that's because she has a tail and horns and pointy claws. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. More eggplants. La 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 la. Yes, ma'am. La 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 la. That's called I Asked My Mom and Dad by Mary Jalot, MJ Jalot. Check her out online, a author and illustrator of beautiful children's books, including Belle's Wings. Moving on. I don't believe you've met my baby. Okay, now we get into some sad, sad stuff. Oh no, oh no. I think the first people I remember hearing sing this song might be Charlie Waller sitting in with the Seldom Scene one time when John Starling couldn't make it. But it's a Louvin Brothers song that I guess Jim and Jesse probably brought into the bluegrass world. And it's just such an amazing song. So beautiful. All about a dream. It's called I Don't Believe You've Met My Baby. Ah. You know, a good thing that this is live, but it's not live TV, so I get to start that one again. I'm not in B flat, you see. That would have been right in B flat, but it's not in the key of F. So let's try that again. I don't believe you met my baby. Last night, my dear, the rain was falling. I went to bed so sad and blue. Then I had a dream of you. I dreamed I went walking in the evening underneath the harvest moon. I was thinking about you. And then we met out in the moonlight. The stars were shining in your eyes, but another was there too. You said, I don't believe you've met my baby. You looked at him, you looked at me. I wondered who you were talking to. I shook the hand of your stranger, but I was shaking more inside. I was still wondering who. Your arm was resting on his shoulder. You looked at him, he smiled at me. His eyes were filled with victory. He said, my sister wants to marry. And then my heart was filled with ease. I knew that you would marry me. I don't believe you met my baby. And I do remember Charlie Waller singing that at the Red Fox Inn, probably I would guess around 1977 or 78, because they made a joke about the last line and they changed it from, I knew that you would marry me. The original line is, he said, my sister wants to marry and my heart was filled with ease. I knew that you would marry me. But they changed it to, he said, my sister has to marry, and then my heart was filled with woe. I knew that I would have to go. So a completely different view on fatherhood than what is expected or what should be. I will even go that far and say that fathers should not run away when they find out that their girlfriend is pregnant, right? What do we got? Hey, Dean. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Good to see you here. I see that there are other folks here hanging out. I forgot what I'm doing here. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. 11:44. Been up here almost 45 minutes. It's time once again to hold up my brand new poster. How do you like that, friends? If you would like to contribute to my PayPal, you can do it through my email address, which is dan@banjerdan.net. If you would like to contribute via Venmo, it is dan@dan-mazer-1. And eventually, as I've been telling you, I will be moving to the Patreon platform. So you're going to want to subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping within a week or so that I will be completely in a new video system, including a green screen behind me so I don't have to hang a blanket up, and I can block off some of the light here in my RV, and I'm going to have a camera. I'm going to learn how to do the video editing. I'm going to teach some basic banjo technique. I'll answer questions about advanced banjo technique, but it's going to be in separate, discrete videos. Unless there's a big demand for these weekly shows on Sundays, they might discontinue. Why? Because starting tomorrow, there are some outdoor actual performances where I get to play in front of people. Whereas in the big cities, they might not have that kind of outdoor dining, and they might not have the venues where someone can be 20 feet away from the folks like I will be at the dockside, 20 feet or more, so that I know that I won't be contagious. And I will be wearing my mask when I'm near people, of course, outdoors or indoors. And so those are the folks who I hope that you will also contribute to, who have to do their shows from home and can't get out. Okay, back to work, banjo player. What's next on the list? Unless there's a request. I don't see a request. So on I go. Oh, Tom Lehrer. This song has lost some of its shock value in the days of The Walking Dead. Nonetheless, I do love my Tom Lehrer songs. I hold your hand in mine, dear. I press it to my lips. I take a healthy bite from your dainty fingertips. My joy would be complete, dear, if you were only here. But still I keep your hand as a precious souvenir. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why. For now, each time I kiss it, I get blood stains on my tie. I'm sorry now I killed you, for our love was something fine. Until they come to get me, I shall hold your hand in mine. I'll send that one out to my friend Ted Levine, and he knows why. All right, back to work. I hold your hand in mine. I can almost see my list from here. The eyesight is just about that bad. Oh, another one for the children, friends. Friends, I love animal songs. You know, children, I do The Cat Came Back, and I sing about the fox. Oh, and I sing about Human Animal and Old MacDonald's Farm. So you can tell that I really, really do love animals. But, well, Mr. Shel Silverstein wrote a song about a lady that he knew, and that lady, gosh, she loved animals so much more than I do. She loved animals so much that there was no animal that she would not eat. Let me tell you about her. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a spider. Ew. It wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that. She swallowed a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird, swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a dog. Ha! What a hog! She swallowed a dog! She swallowed the dog to catch the cat, swallowed the cat to catch the bird, swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a goat. That's right, children. She just opened her throat, and in walked the goat. Something like that. She swallowed the goat to get the dog, swallowed the dog to get the cat, swallowed the cat to get the bird, swallowed the bird to get the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cow. Would you like to know how she swallowed that cow? I can't hear you. Would you like to know how she swallowed that cow? I said, would you like to know how she swallowed that cow? Good, good. I heard someone out there on the internet say that they did. So I'll tell you. She swallowed that cow one hamburger at a time. She swallowed the cow to get the goat, swallowed the goat to get the dog, swallowed the dog to get the cat, swallowed the cat to get the bird, swallowed the bird to get the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, and all together now, all together, last time. I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a horse. She died, of course. There you go, by Mr. Shel Silverstein. It's called The Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. And you know what? That was even the wrong song. But I'm glad I did it in this order because, friends, that was The Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. And that was a song about a human being who eats a bunch of animals, right? So children, don't you think that it would be fair if I sang a song about an animal that ate a human being? Not that we're not also animals, but you know what I mean. The first song was a person who eats a bunch of animals. This song is about an animal that eats a person, right? Okay, so children, who knows what a boa constrictor is? That's right, a boa constrictor is a snake. It's the world's biggest snake. It's 35 or 36 feet long. It's huge. It's huge. So This is a song about a man and a snake and a meeting that didn't go too well for one of them. It goes like this. Oh, I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. And I don't like it very much. Oh no, oh no, it swallowed my toe, swallowed my toe. Oh gee, it's up to my knee, up to my knee. Oh my, it swallowed my thigh, swallowed my thigh. Oh fiddle, up to my middle, up to my middle. Oh heck, it swallowed my neck, swallowed my neck. Oh dread, it'll swallow my... There you have it, friends. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor with choreography and camera angle work direction that I just made up right there on the spot. And I can see in the other screen that my hat didn't quite go away because it ended up on the head of the boa constrictor. Friends, if you like this nonsense and you would like to support this nonsense, here are my avenues of support right there, if I can get them focused correctly. There we go. Please give generously to the banjo player of your choice. And it always happens about an hour into the show that I start getting these itches on my nose. Drives me a little nuts, but what can I do? All right, next I get to go for a little ride, inspired by my favorite band, The Seldom Scene. My favorite banjo player in many, many ways, Ben Eldridge of The Seldom Scene. I learned so much about tone, touch, timing, and most importantly, taste. And those of you who know me and know my playing from years ago, of course, might dispute me on the taste factor, but I'm trying to make up for it now that I'm 60 years old and I figured a few extra things out. All right? So with that, if my old buddy Joe Kemmer is still watching this, we used to play this together with him on the flute. I would go, and he would play a riff on the flute. And we did the intro that way. And actually, my younger brother Josh and I started it out that way. Because The Seldom Scene, they started with in C, and they started out with Tom Gray on the bass going, and they go right into that. Anyway, that's not how I do it. This is called I Know You Rider. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. I lay down last night, Lord, could not take my rest. Lay down last night, Lord, could not take my rest. My mind was wandering like the wild geese in the west. The sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. The sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. March wind's gonna blow all my troubles away. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. If reefer was a river and I was a diving duck. If reefer was a river and I was a diving duck. I dive to the bottom and I swear might never come up. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. I'll send that one out to the memory of John Starling and John Duffy, the co-incredible lead singers of the Seldom Scene, each amazing in his own right. What a wonderful band that was. And still is with the new kids. The new kids, they're all in their 60s. Uh-oh. Yes, a famous banjo solo by Don Reno that I don't do exactly right. This one is called I Know You're Married, But I Love You Still. The day I met you, my heart spoke to me. It said to love you through eternity. Not knowing that you were another's bride, I vowed I'd always be close by your side. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. You broke a heart, dear, that would die for you. I'd give the world, dear, to belong to you. The game is over, now I know I've lost. My broken heart will have to pay the cost. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. I know you're married, but I love you still. There we go, friends. I know you're married, but I love you still. Yes, I'm going back to the laptop. Forgive me. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? I don't know why it doesn't just stay in active mode when I'm trying to watch something on it. Just in case any of you have written comments that I need to see, requests and that kind of thing, I need to look for them here. Walrus, look on the bright side of life. Hilarious. Hilarious. All right, well, I'm just going to keep going then. I know you love this organization. Looks like there's only 2 of us right now. Oh no. Oh no. Can I bear the blow to my ego? Actually, if there's, well, it says 3, so that means one of them is me. Oh my gosh, 2 of them could be me. Mary, it might be only you and me. Oh no. This is terrible. I'm doing an experiment. I turned off one of my screens here. And let's just see. No, it still says 3, so maybe I got a couple of folks watching. Shall I continue? I believe I shall. But I am going to do one thing here, just for laughs. Oh, there we go. I do have messages. Debbie, you're still here. Good. Okay, now I see there are folks here. All right, good. And who's that? Jeffrey. How you doing, buddy? Hey, I heard that there was some disturbance in Bakersfield, so I sure hope that you are doing okay, brother. That's for sure. All right, back to work. One that I learned from the Jackstraws way back when. Jeffrey, you're going to like this one. This song is full of marine creatures. There are puns all over the place here. You're either gonna love it or hate it, depending on how you feel about puns. Ah! I was the cook, she was the waitress, down at Salty Sam's Seafood Cafe. And somewhere twixt the clam bake and that seaweed salad, some little shrimp just lured her away. Oh, I lobster, but I never flounder. She wrapped her line around him and they drove off in his carp. High lobster, but I never flounder. High octopus is facing, but he'll only break her heart. I know it's kind of deep to fathom, especially for someone like me with a shallow mind. I said, just split and leave me for that piano tuna. If you'd like to trout something new. She was the bass I ever had. Now my life, it has no corpus. Oh my cod, I love her. Yes, I do. Oh, I lobster, but I never flounder. She wrapped her line around him and they drove off in his carp. I lobster, but I never flounder. I octopus is facing, but he'll only break her heart. You know, friends, I swordfish she'd come back to me just so I could show her a whale of a time. You know, after all these years, I still have kelped her picture in my walleye just for the hell of it. Think she might still keep minding her perch? Yes, I did say perch, you're not losing your herring. If you were, you could always call a sturgeon about it. I know you could use a sturgeon about right now. I'm really making you feel crappy. I'm giving you a haddock. I know you wish I'd clam up because you're really feeling kind of crabby about the whole situation. If any of these jokes go by you, I can give you a minute to mull it over. Reflect on this, friends. I might be skating on thin ice, but there's a ray of truth in what I'm saying. And by the way, that car he was driving, I thought it was a Stingray. Turned out to be a Barracuda. You know how I could tell? It had fins to the left and fins to the right. That's a Jimmy Seafood buffet joke. You know who was driving that car, by the way? Vince Gill. He was working for Scale, driving Marlon Monroe and Catfish Hodge on a date. Oh, these jokes are amazing. I could just eat them up with some liver and grunions. If she ever came back, I'd have to oyster overboard. But it would be a mackerel, I can tell you that. I tell you what, I'm in a state of shark about the whole affair. And now I think I just bask with the seahorsing around. Oh, I lobster, but I never flounder. She wrapped her line around him, and they drove off in his carp. I lobster, but I never flounder. I octopus's face in, but he'll only break her heart. But frankly, scallop, I don't give a clam. There you go, friends. I lobster, but I never flounder. The next song on the list is I Never Will Marry. I probably never will marry again, but you never know. I got no plans right now. Although I can reveal that I have tentative plans to have a date with someone in a few weeks. But that's all I'm going to tell you. Ha. I'm not in tune, friends, so I'll just take a minute. I'll bet what I just did was tune it up to exactly as... No, it does sound better. One morning as I rambled on the seashore, I never will marry. One morning as I rambled on by the seashore, the wind it did whistle and the ocean did roar. I heard a fair damsel make a pitiful sound. She sounded so lonesome in the waters around. Oh, my love's gone and left me, the one I adore. He's gone where I never will see him no more. I never will marry. I'll be no man's wife. I expect to stay single all the days of my life. The shells in the ocean shall be my deathbed, and the fish in blue water swim over my head. She plunged her fair body in the water so deep, then closed her blue eyes forever to sleep. I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. The shells in the ocean shall be my deathbed. The fish in blue water swim over my head. I never will marry. Wah. I'm sorry for how this looks, friends, but I need to go down here to check your comments. Show, yes. No, that's it? Well, good. Thank you, Jeff. Next on the list is a Beatles song called I Should Have Known Better. Oh, now I suddenly see the messages there. Great. So maybe I don't have to look at this other than to tell the time, because that's all I need to do now is I see 12:24. Next song is a Beatles song. That I'm going to have to remember on the fly. Several Beatles songs coming up, actually. Should have known better with a girl like you, that I would love everything that you do, and I do. Hey, 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 and I do. Kiss could be. This could only happen to me. Can't you see? Can't you see that when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, and when I ask you to be mine, say you love me too. Oh, Should've realized a lot of things before. If this is love, you've got to give me more. Give me more. Hey, 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 give me more. That when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Ooh, oh, and when I ask you to be mine, you're gonna say you love me too. Should've known better with a girl like you, that I would love everything that you do, and I do. Hey, 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 and I do. Oh, I never realized what a kiss could be. This could only happen to me. Can't you see? Can't you see? That when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, and when I ask you to be mine, you're gonna say you love me too. You love me too. You love me too. Oh yeah, should have known better with a girl like you. What a great song that is, huh? Interesting chord progression that I finally got right on my third pass through, and made up the solo on the spot if you couldn't tell. But that's how I roll. Well, this song here is a song that Johnny Cash wrote for June. As depicted in the film, I Walk the Line. It is I Walk the Line. And I listened to the original to find out that Johnny Cash, I think he's in F and then B flat and back in F and then B flat. But I found as usual that I just don't sing it in Johnny's key. Well, I do, but I put a few other keys in there, so I do a little different. See how you like it. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. got a way to keep me by your side. You give me cause for hope, love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Just as sure as night is dark and day is bright, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And the happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Something else I learned from John Duffy, by way of the Smothers Brothers. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my pants up with a piece of twine. Keep the ends out for the tie that binds. To prove you're mine, please pull the twine. To prove you're mine, please pull the twine. Oh, friends and neighbors, there we have it. The alternate ending, alternate verse. Should I hold this up one more time? Why not? Just so you can see it, just so you know. I have my Venmo, I have my PayPal, and very soon I will have my Patreon, and that's where you'll have to come see me at that point. I hate to disappoint John Annan that once I'm on Patreon and elsewhere, he won't be able to pay me with leather goods and sewing kits and that kind of thing. I only take money online, sorry. So back to work. How long I've loved you, you know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I find you, our song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. The gentle percussion you hear is the local bird fighting his reflection in the window of my RV behind me. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I find you, our song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. I will. I Will by Paul McCartney. Clearly Paul McCartney, not John Lennon on that one. Here's a song that comes to us from Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys. I Wish You Knew. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to tell you, how hard I've tried to get you off my mind. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to sleep at night since I know you're no longer mine, since you let another beat my time. If only half the things were true they've said about my heart, then I would have forgotten you since we've been apart. You said I forced my lips to kiss you when we said goodbye. You even said I forced the tear that came into my eye. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to tell you, how hard I've tried to get you off my mind. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to sleep at night since I know that you're no longer mine, since you've let another beat my time. If only half the things were true you said about my heart, then I would have forgotten you since we've been apart. You said I forced my lips to kiss you when we said goodbye. You even said I forced the tear that came into my eye. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to tell you, how hard I've tried to get you off my mind. I I wish you knew how hard I've tried to sleep at night since I know that you're no longer mine. Since you let another beat my time. There's only one thing could be worse than knowing that you're gone. That in the picture in your mind I'm never all alone. You see me in another's arms just like I've been with you. Oh, the way I cry at night, I only wish you knew. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to tell you, how hard I've tried to get you off my mind. I wish you knew how hard I've tried to sleep at night since I know that you're no longer mine. Since you let another be my time. I think I might have left a verse out of that one, and I can't for the life of me remember what that verse is. Well, it must not be very important if I can't remember it, right? Another Flat and Scruggs in the key of G. Although this one actually comes from Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys. He was on a record called Flat and Scruggs. Was it Breaking Out? One of the later ones with just a painting on the cover. How would you like to be lonesome when someone is through with you? My heart is sad and lonesome. Wonder if you're lonesome too. Wonder if you're lonesome too. Well, why should two lovers quarrel? Why should they be so untrue? It's only my thoughts make me lonesome, and I wonder if you're lonesome too. Wonder if you're lonesome too. How would you like being lonesome when someone is through with you? My heart is sad and lonesome. I wonder if you're lonesome too. Wonder if you're lonesome too. Give me your right hand, honey, and I'll say this farewell to you. I'll be so lonesome without you. Wonder if you'll be lonesome too. Will you be lonesome too? How would you like being lonesome when someone is through with you? My heart is sad and lonesome. Wonder if you're lonesome too. Wonder if you're lonesome too. I wonder if you're lonesome too, from Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, and Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs and all the Foggy Mountain Boys. I might only have time for one or two more before my closing numbers, because it is indeed 12:45. So I'm doing my shows now from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. I got time for one more on the list, and then I'm going to play my two closing numbers and say thank you very much for hanging out with me. The last song on the alphabetical list is I Wouldn't Change You If I Could. This was a song that Ricky Skaggs had a hit with. It's another that Don Reno wrote. This is probably how he felt until he learned that she was married. Then he would have changed that. It's called I Wouldn't Change You If I Could. Ha! All right, folks, I'm figuring this out as I go. I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change a single thing about you if I could. The way you are just suits me to a T. A princess in a storybook, a king upon a throne. That's what you are, and you belong to me. I actually hate that line. Wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I would wish for if I'd wish upon a star. An angel sent from heaven, you're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. Your eyes, your lips, your tender smile, I'd leave them as they are. And come what may, I'll always feel the same. Oh, if I was a potter and you a piece of clay, the only thing I'd change would be your name. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I would wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven, you're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. That's how I feel about you, my friends, my audience. I wouldn't change you if I could, except, of course, I would hope that there are more of you. And that if any of you harbor hate in your heart, of course, that you would change that. It's down to my last two numbers of the evening, of the afternoon. Thank all 3 or 4 of you for hanging out with me all day. If you know me, you know this song. You know how much I respect Tim O'Brien. So sing this with me. Kind of a theme song for me that I didn't write. It's called Less and Less. I try to travel around with less and less. I've tried them all, and the simple way is the way that's best. I save a lot of time not having to choose what color shirt to wear or which pair of shoes. Don't need a guitar to sing my song. Wherever I land, I know I'll get along. I've been up and down the road a time or two, I guess, and now I try to travel around with less and less. I had a woman once, she was not my wife. I took a long detour on that road of life. I carried that weight, almost broke my back. I nearly lost the ones I loved, getting back on track. I wasted lots of time and I still feel the pain. Made a vow that I won't go through that again. I've been up and down the road a time or two, I guess, and now I try to travel around with less and less. Coffee in the morning, little wine at night. A meal somewhere in the middle, I think I'll be alright. I've got my pride, I've got a smile to greet the day. I've got a friend or two to help me through when I lose my way. That's you, friends. Thank you very much. Don't need a guitar to sing my song. Wherever I land, I know I'll get along. I've been up and down the road a time or two, I guess. Now I try to travel around with less and less. I've been up and down the road a time or two, I guess. And now it's time to travel around with less and less. There you go, friends. Less and Less by Tim O'Brien. I've got one more and more song to do. The song that I close out all my shows with. A song I wrote all by my lonesome, all by myself, with encouragement from J.B. Beverly. This contains a little bit of something that I got from a quote from the Buddha. And Buddhists claim to be atheists, but of course they pray, and they think that they have a magic person who will answer those prayers. So those Buddhists who say that they're not religious are kidding themselves. Okay, so my humble opinion, fortunately, I think that all the religions have mostly ridiculousness attached to them, and tiny little grains of wisdom and truth sprinkled in among the mountains and mountains of utter horse shit. Thank you. So here's my song. This is my pile of horse shit. This is called The Longer You Live, and I hope you like it. Thank you, friends, for hanging out. Well, the longer you live, the more people you're gonna see die. And the longer you live, the more tears you're gonna cry. Well, the longer you live, the more you're gonna feel sorrow and pain. So you might as well accept it, or else it just might drive you insane. Well, the longer you live, the more people gonna break your heart. And the longer you live, the more your body and your mind fall apart. Well, the longer you live, the more likely that you're gonna get hurt. And the longer you live, the more... That's just the sooner you'll be under the dirt. the same. And the longer you live, the more you're tempted to give up and give in. But you're better off deciding to fight peacefully until the bitter end. You know why? Because the longer you live, the more babies you're gonna see born. And the longer you live, another sunrise and beautiful morn. Another night to gaze in wonder at the heavens above. And the longer you live, the more chances that you have to make love. That's right. That's it for the BanjerDan's show, friends. Thank you for hanging out for number 19. I'll be back next week. Right now I'm going to sing the first verse again. That song was the string that was out of tune. Oh, well, let's just do it. Ready? Sing after me. The longer you live, the more people you're gonna see die. Gonna see die. And the longer you live, the more tears you're gonna cry. Gonna cry. Well, the longer you live, the more you're gonna feel heartache and pain. So you might as well accept it, or else it just might drive you insane. Yeah, you might as well accept it, or else it just might drive you insane. Yeah, you better just accept it, or else it just might drive you insane. Wow! Banjos Rock! Thank you, friends. And good night.